Hey, how's it going on, guys? So in this video we'll discuss about this problem: construct binary search tree from pre-order traversal. So return the root node of a binary search tree that matches the given pre-order traversal. So in case you don't know about the pre-order traversal, it's written over here. Also recall that a pre-order traversal displays the value of node first, then traverses node dot left, then traverses node dot right. So there are some properties of BST. So the first property of the BST is this thing: the in-order traversal of a BST results in a sorted array. So actually we can use this property in order to solve this problem. So what we can do is, since we are given the pre-order traversal, we can just sort it out. We will get the in-order traversal. So once you have two traversals for a tree, that is pre-order and in order, you can easily create the binary search tree. So the time complexity of this algorithm is going to be n log n. Why n log n? Because you need n log n time to sort this array. Okay, so in this video we won't be discussing about this solution. We will be discussing an advanced solution which will work in O(n) time complexity. So this solution is based upon the second property of a BST, which states that every node in left subtree of a node has value less than that of node value, and every node in right subtree has value more than that of node value. What it means is, so basically on the left of 8, that is in the left subtree of 8, all the node values are going to be less than 8, and on the right subtree all values are going to be greater than 8, as you can easily see. So we will use this property in order to solve this question. So what we are going to do is, we are going to actually write a recursive method, and what we are going to do is, we are going to maintain three things. First is index, so index will point to the current value that we are processing. Next is min, and third is max. So initially min and max are going to be integer.min value and integer.max value respectively. So what we will do is, we will check whether this value which index is currently pointing to is lying in the range or not. In case it does, we will create a node out of it, and we will call for the left part and the right part accordingly. Now when you are calling for the left part and the right part, you have to increment I by 1, that is index by 1. So it will point to this node then. So when you are calling for the left part, what you know is, all the nodes in the left subtree must have value less than 8. So you will update the value of max for this in the recursion. Similarly, you know that all the values over here in the right part are going to have value more than 8. So you are going to update the value of min for this part. So let me show you guys what I am saying. So let us consider we are given this pre-order traversal 8, 5, 1, 7, 10. So this is the resulting BST out of it. As you can see, we are going to call the recursion, and this is the recursion tree in front of you. So initially our index is pointing to this value, that is index is going to be 0. As already pointed out, the lower limit or min is going to be minus infinity, and the upper limit, that is max, is going to be plus infinity. As you can see, this 8 is lying between this range. We will create a node of 8, and we will call for left part and the right part. So initially we will call for the left part, and as already mentioned, I will increment the index by 1, so that I will be pointing to 5 now. So now I know that all the nodes in the left part are going to have value less than 8. So I will update the upper limit to 8, and the lower limit will remains minus infinity. As you can see, 5 lies between this range. So now we will again create a node of 5, and we will call for the left part. So now we are pointing to 1. The lower limit remains minus infinity, and the upper limit changes to plus 5. Now 1 again lies in this range. We will create a node at here, and we will call for the left part and the right part. On calling for the left part, as already mentioned, I will update the upper limit. Why the upper limit? Because I know on the left part all the nodes are going to be having values less than this. Now as you can see, currently our index is pointing to 7. 7 does not lie in this range, so we will return a null out of it. So this call is going to return a null. So so it will try to call on the right hand as well. So in the right hand, what's going to happen is, as I already told you, all the right nodes are going to have value more than this. So the lower limit is now changed to 1 for this. From here it gets changed to 1. Upper limit remains 5. We check whether 7 lies in this range or not. It doesn't, so we will return a null out of it. So as these two calls finishes, this call finishes, we will reach over here and we will reach over here. So what's going to happen is, as you can see, currently the node is pointing to 7 only, and as we have called for the right part of this, and we know all the values are going to be greater than the current value, okay, that is 5. So we can change the lower limit to 5 and upper limit to 8. So as you can see, 7 lies over here, so we'll create a node over here and so on. So let me just write the code for it and things will be more clear then. Okay, as you know, we will maintain an index value which is initially 0. Now we will write a method which will return us the pre-node. Okay, let's call it bst from pre-order helper. Okay, what we are going to pass in it is this array and min value and max value. Okay, over here, okay, so there is a base case. In case the value of index is greater than equals pre-order dot length, in that case you can simply return null. This is very simple. Okay, next, the current value, you can say this is as key, which is equals to pre-order of index, and you will check whether this key is greater than the min and key is less than max. Then what you are going to do is you are going to increment the value of index. Okay, before this, over here you can maintain a tree node which is initially null. What you are going to do is, okay, so you will say node equals new tree node with the value that is pre order of index. One mistake I did, will increment the value of index out after this, not before this. Okay, so this is what I already mentioned to you. In case our value is lying between this range, we'll create a node out of it, we'll increment the index and we'll call for the left and right subtree. So let's call for the left subtree, which is this. Okay, so not so sorry, so let's call for the left subtree pre-order. Okay, when we are calling for the left subtree, we know that the max value can be, we will write the max value as key over here. Okay, and similarly right value as pre-order. As we are calling for the right subtree, we know that all the values are going to be greater than the key and max remains same, and we will return the node after this. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to call this helper method from here as pre-order. Min is integer dot min value and the max is integer dot max value. Okay, before this you can check a couple of things as well, that is, in case pre-order equal null, that is the array is null, or the length is 0, in that case you can simply return a null. Okay, so let me just run this code first. Okay, we are missing something. Okay, so we have to return this value as well. Let's run the code again. Okay, so it's giving correct result. Let me submit it. Okay, so this is giving, okay, this is getting a success, and you can see our code is faster than 100% of Java online submissions. Okay, so the time complexity of this problem is O of n. So I guess that's it. So in case you have learned anything from the video, you can hit that like button, and in case you want future videos, you can even subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.